Good morning and welcome to the Bad Apple Report. It's 7:30 a.m., bright and early right here at home on the range. And today, folks, we have good news on the Bad Apple Report. It's true. It's not a bunch of bad news, but we should go ahead and take our medicine first, all right? And that is my old buddy, L. Jaws. I think of him as my old buddy because I like his channel so much. I feel like I know him. I hope you guys will go subscribe. But L. Jaws is an unbelievably great auditor, and he's really holding their feet to the fire there in Spartanburg. But look at this. He's requested Lieutenant Wendy Bradley's incoming and outgoing emails from 4/1 to the present time. Okay? You and I both know that's an easy prospect. Okay? But dear requester, the county has received your request for access to information under SC Freedom of Information Act regarding the above referred matter. Oh, the estimated cost to fulfill this request based on preliminary research and gathering of documents by the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office is $3,600 to get information that we own from people that we pay way too much money to lord over us. So, with that, folks, I hope you will. Let's see, did he leave their phone number? I thought he did. Oh, he did, you guys. Their phone number, if you would like to redress your government there in Spartanburg County, whoa, is 864-596-3598. And I bet they would love to hear from the general public about their shenanigans. Our first bit of good news is the trooper has been charged. Yes, the one that ran over the young man who was fleeing from police. He used his vehicle and ended that young man's life, and now he has been charged with a crime that could put him in jail for life.
Hello, I'm Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel. Shortly before noon on April 17th, 2024, Michigan State Police Detective Sergeant Brian Keeley, as part of the MSP Fugitive Task Force, attempted to bring Samuel Sterling into custody when Mr. Sterling fled by foot. A number of MSP troopers and other local law enforcement agents proceeded to chase Mr. Sterling, both in their vehicles and by foot, when the vehicle Detective Sergeant Keeley was driving turned and struck Mr. Sterling in a nearby fast food restaurant parking lot. Mr. Sterling was transported to the University of Michigan Metro Health Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries later that day. My office has reviewed multiple police reports from other officers on the scene, read the accident reconstruction report and autopsy, as well as watched body cam footage and surveillance videos from neighboring businesses prior to completing our investigation. We have found that Detective Sergeant Keeley's actions that day were legally grossly negligent and created a very high risk of death or great bodily harm, which could have otherwise been prevented. As a result, today we filed the following charges against Brian Keeley in the Kentwood 62B District Court. 1 count of murder in the second degree, a life offense, or alternatively, 1 count of involuntary manslaughter, a 15-year felony. It's important to note that a criminal charge is merely an allegation and that the defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. Public integrity is a top priority, and my department remains dedicated to providing a thorough and just review and resolution in each case brought before us. It was equally as important in this matter that our review was swift, both for Mr. Sterling's family, the greater Grand Rapids region, and the law enforcement community at large. Out of respect for the victim's family and the legal process, we will not be providing further detail or comment outside of what we present before open court. Thank you.
And here's another piece of good news. It seems this real bad apple is going to face some justice. But you know, he's helped me realize, dang it, I may have misnamed this show the Bad Apple Report. That indicates like it's some kind of a rarity that you come across a bad apple. Well, hell, I've reported on 1,000 of them just in a couple of months. It's true. I think the problem is pervasive, folks. real pervasive.
Former officer who pulled the trigger is no stranger to lawsuits. The city of Pittsburgh paid more than $7 million in a prior case involving excessive force allegations. And that officer has also been charged in connection with the scandal that sparked a federal investigation into the Pittsburgh and Antioch police departments. Kevin Coe has body camera footage of the shooting that prompted this new lawsuit.
It sounds like you don't feel safe right now.
I don't. This body camera footage provided by Lawyers for the People shows Ashton Porter going through what a new federal lawsuit claims is a mental health crisis at a Hampton Inn in Pittsburgh. The lawsuit claims Porter locked himself in his hotel room and refused to come out.
It's about to get a whole lot worse for you, man. At any point in time you want to listen to what I've been trying to tell you, we're going to make sure that you come out and everything's safe, and I can make you a lot more comfortable. But the longer you don't listen to me, the worse it's going to get for you. You understand?
The body camera video shows the battered door to Porter's hotel room after officers tried breaking in. The man speaking is Lieutenant William Hatcher, one of 4 law enforcement officers named in the lawsuit, along with the city of Pittsburgh.
I've been nothing but honest with you, so I'm telling you right now.
I know, but I don't feel safe.
Body camera footage shows officers deploying tear gas into Porter's room. Porter eventually walks out before he's shot by rubber bullets and shot by then Officer Ernesto Mejia Orozco's firearm.
Shot fire, shot fire, shot fire, one down. Where's the knife? Where's the knife?
According to the lawsuit, Mejia Orozco told investigators Porter was sprinting down the hallway directly at him with a knife, while Porter's lawyer says body camera footage does not support the claim and that Porter was holding his hands above his head.
It almost cost this man his life and this woman, her husband, these kids, their father.
Attorney Adante Pointer and Porter sat side by side on Tuesday, speaking about the lawsuit filed in U.S. District Court.
I'm just taking it one day at a time, just trying to get back to a normal day-to-day with my life. I mean, this has been so much of a mental drain on me for the past 2 years.
We reached out to the city attorney and city manager of Pittsburgh, but they did not respond for comment. One of the officers named in the lawsuit is no longer with the city's police force after he was arrested by federal agents last year. Mejia Orozco was accused of being part of a scheme where officers allegedly claimed they'd earned college degrees to receive education bonuses, but hired people to attend classes and take tests for them. In 2020, the city of Pittsburgh agreed to pay $7.3 million to the family of Humberto Martinez after he was killed by Mejia Orozco during a chokehold.
Mejia Orozco is one of a number of officers or former officers in Antioch and Pittsburgh facing federal indictment. The accusations range from illegal steroid distribution to benefits fraud to excessive force.
Well, they say finding officers is really hard these days. And apparently they're lowering their standards. But since we know that bad cops are a dime a dozen, well, we know what that means. There'll be lots of bad cops.
Now to more breaking news. The director of Denver's agency tasked with bringing in fire and police recruits has been fired from her position just hours after claiming she'd been pressured to lower hiring standards.
The head of Denver's Civil Service Commission says that pressure comes as he works to meet campaign promises. Your investigator, Karen Morfitt, is live tonight. And Karen, she says political pressure is causing the commission to cut corners, including ignoring red flags and applicant profiles.
Last fall, the mayor set a hiring goal for DPD, which that executive director claims is fueling this increased pressure to push applicants into the academy. However, the city's Department of Safety claims changes to that process have been in the works for years.
Before you can get into Denver's police or fire training academies, approval of the Civil Service Commission comes first. Nisi Murray is the executive director and claims there is growing pressure to lower those standards.
The public's trust is placed in us to ensure standards for safety are being met.
Murray says she's been asked to ignore applicant red flags in order to help meet hiring quotas set by Mayor Mike Johnston's office.
We will this year commit to 3
cadet academies that will help us add 167 new officers back to our police force.
The mayor's office referred CBS Colorado to the city's Department of Safety for a response. In a statement, Executive Director Armando Saldate says, in part, ensuring Denver is a safe and thriving city is the Department of Public Safety's top priority. We hold our agencies to the highest standards, including a shared priority with the Civil Service Commission to recruit top public safety candidates through a thorough, equitable, and expeditious hiring process. They say the way the application process is now, half of applicants resign before it's over, and modernizing the Civil Service Commission process is necessary. Murray made her concerns public with the support of several city council members, among them Chantel Lewis, who is now calling for an investigation.
With so much at stake, we cannot lower standards to fill an arbitrary quota.
Now, the Civil Service Commission board announced Murray's release from her position late this afternoon, but in their statement, they say that this was a decision they had come to late last week and were planning to announce later today.
I wonder why they came to that decision late last week. Well, it seems to me that she didn't toe the line, and she went ahead and exposed the fact that they have lowered standards, which we all could tell. I mean, you saw the picture of those officers. We'll leave that alone. You can't judge a book by the cover, right? Anyways, okay, folks, we've had fun on the Bad Apple Report today, just like we do every day right here at Home on the Range. So thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I'm going to whip up another batch of bad apples for tomorrow morning, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for sticking around.